Alchemist on the side of Secret is a strong one. And it's the NA flare. Does that mean you're going for Secret?
I wasn't gonna say Secret, but Shiva, you're very convincing here. So Team Secret have this game. Thank you for that compelling case. They're copying NA strats, so clearly Secret have got this game.
I mean, what needs to go well for Secret? Do they need to end early? Is that the key? What you mentioned earlier, Tsunami, that they just have to end before IO gets his heart?
Yeah, but I don't even think they can do that well. They don't have that great tower pusher, so I think I don't know what the plan is for Secret. How do you win this game? You said
get farmed up, just hit Alchemist timing though, and then control Rosh. They're playing on Radiant, right? So they're gonna have better Rosh control.
It's against an Ursa.
Oh, but I mean, they're gonna have the control around the Rosh. They've got the heroes who can take it. It's not about what heroes are.
Step lively now. Your Admiral is on board.
Get ahead, get your Alchemist timings right, and win the game. That seems to be the road for Team Secret on the other side. Core IO, OP. Let's see how this first game is going to play out together with B-Cup and Black.
Thank you very much, Shiva. We're coming into this first game. Secret IG, Core IO. Where it's going to go, we'll find out. And Emo and Flyfly, they do swap lanes quite often, especially with like Morphling. Both of them play that hero. They'll swap every now and then. They're both pretty proficient in both the safe lane as well as mid. So it'll be interesting to see where they put this matchup. Anywhere you want to see the IO?
Definitely not middle against Kunkka. It's a pretty bad matchup. I think Ursa does a lot better there. Let's check the items. Yep, it's the mid Ursa. It's safe lane IO. I liked it a whole lot better because they also dodged it bad. Oh, the Venomancer middle. Maybe? Possibly? Who's mind gaming who here? Now Venom is moving towards the bot lane. So it is going to be that good Ursa against Kunkka matchup. And IO against Alchemist, or potentially a tri-lane even. It's the Venom, the bad lane. Not a fan.
Calling for that Kunkka too, by the way, for Secret, and you ended up getting it. You called it like right as they picked it.
That's why I'm a professional analyst. That's why I have, or this is rather, that's why you have me with you. Because, you know,
yeah, I
might not be good at many things, but Dota, whew, I'm so good at Dota. It's insane, dude.
Yeah, me too. Sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Don't check up on that. Ooh,
top lane?
Stun come out from Kunkka. A lot of damage being done by onto Yapzor. Him and Ollie just kind of skirting away on that. Already forced to salve up in the first minute. That is really rough to deal with. It's a try-me-try. You really don't see that this often, and I'm excited to see it.
It's kind of weird. Alchemist is pretty strong in tri-lanes, so it's Husk. CM also with that Nova ability. So I think Secret should be winning this mid lane. Secret should also have the upper hand. Kunkka against melee heroes generally is pretty damn strong. Only lane where maybe IG can win is bottom lane. We'll see how they recover from these lanes, because Ursa's not a hero that can gank, right? And he's playing the carry role for the mid lane, so you don't expect many rotations from him. Dropping very low here on Ursa.
Step lively now. Your Admiral is on board.
Really rough for Flyfly already, and like you said, he's trying to stay stationary in that lane. I don't know if he's necessarily playing in the one, like, full farm priority, because you usually see, like, the IO kind of take over, right, in the safe lane. So, is there any way that he changes his item build? Like, would there be anywhere that he can change his item build, or does it really have to be just that one position item build, regardless of the fact that he's over mid?
We'll have to see what he's gonna go for. I mean, there is ways you can go for a less greedy item build, like phase boots, blink BKB or blink bash or something like that. It's just we always see this battle fury on Ursa. Don't think he's gonna stray away from that.
Lively now. Your Admiral is on board.
Days of phase boots abyssal on Ursa.
Yeah, I don't miss them. Those were stupid days.
It always was so quick just to have that phase abyssal jump, and it was so difficult to deal with.
Yeah,
I'd love to see it come back just a little bit, not all the time.
Just sometimes.
You were hoping also for a mid line. I know you've been playing that a lot. It's not happening here. It's the Ursa mid. But
I think it's never gonna happen.
I've been excited to see what they can do with it.
don't know, man. I thought many times it could happen. Been disappointed every time. A man can only take that much disappointment, you know. For his heart to the dark side.
Getting another salve ship down.
Gonna ton of
Good there from Yapzor.
Step lively now.
Oh, yeah.
Your admiral is
He's
on
really having a tough time kind of standing and banging there. But first blood's going to be drawn there. Emo getting credit for it, taking out Puppy as there was a rotation over towards mid from the top. So that leaves it a 3v2. They get an opportunity. However, now they might be able to get a kill here over mid. Tackle comes in. Damage onto Nisha, but the shards are perfectly placed. The Apps are in trouble still, though. Taking a lot of damage here and will fall to Wi-Fi. The trade is there as Puppy TP's mid. Almost kills Taka. Gosh.
hello.
It's so much damage. It took now like 250 health from him. Yeah, they have to be very careful here. Gets a good trade on the Ursa. Well, a decent trade. I guess he was very low anyway, so he just wants to go back lane with full health and mana. But that's having a very free time. But took my man.
Out taking a lot of damage. Meanwhile, bottom, they're going after Zai. Trying to chase out of this Venomancer and get the kill in the bottom lane, and G2 will get credit for that. Out struggling a little bit, but they might be able to get the kill here onto the Abaddon, and they will. Puppy getting another kill as he takes out Out.
Have a lot of pressure coming out here on this IO lane. You don't want to give him free farm, but he's still ahead of the Alchemist in net worth. So even though you're trying to pressure him with 3 heroes, it's not really working out yet. He has the Helm of Iron Will now, 5 health region from that. He's gonna be able to sustain himself in this lane quite easily. And bot lane is just gonna get harder. Wind Ranger almost has a Javelin, almost level 6. That means Venomancer has a very easy kill.
Over mid to go after the Kunkka. Great rotations coming out from Kaka. He's been all over the map so far. Helped get a kill over bottom, goes over mid. They get a kill there on Anisha. And that's really alleviating the pressure that's on Flyfly to really perform quite well over mid.
Yeah, that's the power of the Ursa. He might not be the best laner 1v1, but if there's a rotation, the Fury swipe stacks, add up very quickly in damage. Kunkka was a free kill. No problem for them.
So right now things going well for IG, and it's a good spot to be in up against an Alchemist lineup, that's for sure. Is there anything different you want to see from Secret at the moment? Because IG right now, they're rotating great. And as I say that, JT trying to get a solo kill, lands the shackle right on it with a power shot, and off the focus fire. JT just an easy kill over bottom, solo kill over bottom, and that's going to keep the lane pretty clean and easy for him.
Yeah, it's not going to get easier. As I said, as soon as the Javelin is up, level 6 is up, Venom is a pretty free kill. Shows it right there. Easy pickup for him.
Tusk might be in trouble too. He's got shards maybe to get some distance and a snowball to the high ground. That's well done. But the neutrals, okay, stays alive, and now Flyfly walking into the hands of a tough man as well as Puppy realizes that they're there and backs off of it.
Do you see a combo play? He knows about the creeps to get vision, and then he managed to snowball up there because of it. Really good foresight play by Puppy here. Flyfly,
great shards into the turret. Flyfly now surrounded by 4 heroes. He's forced to pop that ult. He's trying to fight back the snowball to extend the time. Monocule does nothing as Zai able to beat out Flyfly. 4 heroes though to get that kill on the Ursa. That's leaving JT wide open. You've got Wisp continuing to just farm away. Emo's got himself a pretty clean lane at the moment. So a lot of rotations for Secret, but well worth it when you can kill the Ursa.
Tumba TPing bottom. He couldn't really take the pressure from the IO anymore, but he's TPing into a lane of a level 7, soon to be 8 Wind Ranger, who's now getting mana. Potentially enough to try to get for the solo kill here, but reaches level 6 on the Alchemist, so should be fine unless Kaka finds a good hex. Yapzor. Ooh. They saw it in water. Yeah, should get dewatered momentarily. But Kaka out of position.
Kaka, 2-man stunned. Focus fire right onto the Crystal Maiden. They got the shackle with the snowball. That will save the Crystal Maiden. They'll go after the Windrunner. Power shot missing, but Puppy's still going to die here to JT. They've also brought over the Abaddon. Ali trying to keep alive his allies here, and he's done just that. They get a kill. All right for now on IG.
Yeah, Secret splitting their focus. Like they were focusing the Lion, but then they were like, oh, the Wind Ranger's killing my CM. They went all in on the Wind Ranger suddenly and just ignored the Lion, and they get no kill and lose a CM. So another bad trade for Secret here. IG playing pretty damn well. Ayo already finished his Dominator. Now it's just gonna retreat to the jungle and start a slash farming. So many stacks.
This
Almost
is
as
the
good
best
as
part of watching IO.
Balls.
I know people don't get as excited as I do, but stacking and farming, I play a lot of 5 position. When I'm able to stack for my carries and watch this efficiency, that's the best part for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm...
I mean, especially with Ayo, like every time the balls touch the creeps, like the sound is so nice. I don't know if you ever heard that, but it's a very
Your
satisfying
sound
sound.
effects are always on.
So Ursa?
I think what we really
Dire's
need
middle
is...
tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is
We
under
need nothing?
attack.
Okay. Now what do we really need, Peacock? Please tell me.
I
Let's
was
walk up
saying,
here.
Tower
Fast.
is learning to
Avoid
fear.
pack for me?
voice
Yes. In fact, Valve has already contacted me. Currently in production.
Alright.
Stay hype.
Radiant's bottom
stay
tower
hydrated,
is
guys.
fading fast. Dire's middle tower is under
I'm
attack.
finding the Alchemist here. I saw one at the ward, but he's pretty tanky.
Radiant's bottom tower is
not
under
really.
attack.
need to catch him away from his team. Got some help over mid. I don't know if they'll kill him quick enough.
Radiant's bottom tower is
They know
under
exactly
attack.
where he is. The
There
question is, can they
little
move
it
in?
can do.
Go right now.
Level 6, they have the finger, so there's a
Finger.
possibility that they get this kill. They've got the X, the finger available to
Nice.
finish off the Jumper Man. And they are just diving into the jungle, knowing where he's at. The vision's there. Yapzor now. Let's see if he can survive. Goes into the snowball, hits onto Tsur. They look over at the Lion. Kaka
Radiant's
falls
bottom
over to
tower
Nisha.
is fading fast.
1-for-1 trade that could have gotten worse for Secret.
JT relocating the Wind Ranger out. I like
Radiant's
the item
bottom
adjustment
tower
here
is
from
under
Lifeline.
attack.
Poker.
There is little it can do.
Be a little bit careful. There's a lot of damage potential here. Ollie from the side.
Ooh, they're trying to chase. Ollie trying to get in front of him, maybe body block. There's 3 Gyarados here for Secret.
But
though.
he's
He
just
doesn't have that level 6, so he's just dead.
Dire's courier has been slain. A tactical Radiant's middle tower is
Yeah, not
under
sure what you were
attack.
thinking there.
It will
Like, just
fall
running into
like
3
a
heroes
white
because they had
apple.
vision on them. Yeah. Happens sometimes, you know? Think you're really
Odd
strong,
decision.
you're not, and you get in trouble at high school. Good old days, man. Good old days.
Getting older for him. What were you saying about the Ursa? You like the change in his build. What about it? Are you gonna... Now he's going into Basher. He had the Asha queued up before.
I
Is he
like
doing
it.
Phase Abyssal?
Maybe. Possibly. Maybe Bash up Link. We'll have to see. Bash up Link could be also a
Dire's middle
possibility.
tower is
And I
under
like it in
attack.
regards
No
of
gale
this
can
lineup that
stop
he's
the
playing with,
flames.
because Wind Ranger and Ayo are quite greedy, but he might just be falling flat as well. Like if he dies a couple more times, there's no way to come back into the game. No Battle Fury this time.
Dire's high.
Rely on having a good game. Can't afford to die.
Radiant's top tower is under
Power.
attack.
Get far from him.
Dire's middle tower is learning.
Tower gonna drop over mid.
Dire's middle tower has been uprooted.
Alchemist farming a really big stack though. So he's gonna be having a good golden fusion here. Battle Fury is gonna be online as well. A bit slower than the time that we usually see, around 10 minutes.
Radiant
Gonna be at
structures
around
are
11:30 for him.
fortified. The stream
But still
Radiant's
needs
bottom
some
tower is fading fast.
Considering we just saw a
Dire's middle
9-minute
tower is
battle
under
period with
attack.
phase boost.
No gale can snuff the flames.
This is definitely not the fastest of the
Radiant's
day.
bottom tower is under attack.
And in this small downtime, I would like to ask you what concert just cost 45 cents, because I've been a little low on money lately. You know?
Radiant's bottom tower is Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
5 cents.
The base Dire's top
It's
tower is
not
under
much.
attack. It fights for its life.
One featuring Nickelback and 50 Cent.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So I had some of that in my head. I couldn't think of the Nickelback part. Alright.
Dire's top tower
Do you look
is
these up, or
feeling
is this
its
like-
mortality.
In the Rolodex that you've got going on in your mind?
I looked them up a while ago, but I memorized most of them
Tower is
now.
under attack.
Mid-action,
Fights for its life.
dealing a lot of damage.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
yeah.
is under attack. There is little it can do.
Kakai over to the side. He's spotted by a Plague Ward, so they know where the Lion is. If he's able
Radiant's
to make
bottom
a
tower
way
is
or a
under
movement
attack.
into potentially get a stun into a Hex, they could have
Dire's top
fought there,
tower
but
is
the
under
side
attack.
can just back
It
off.
fights
It's
for its
only
life.
a 1K lead here, a 1K gold lead here for Secret, and it was kind of close between the IO and the Alchemist. Alchemist starting to get some space and really
Radiant's bottom
pull
tower
away
is
from
fading
the rest of the pack.
fast.
Yeah, But I've seen this so many times when Alchemist, you know, has a somewhat slow start, but then he's just unchecked for about 4 or 5 minutes. Suddenly, 50k net worth. Stays Jasha online, and the enemy carry is just trailing behind really far. And I'm a little bit scared this game might be a similar scenario because they're not trying to invade the triangle of Secret at all.
They haven't just yet.
As I say that though,
that they will.
He has been unsmoked. Alchemist popped ult as well. I don't think that's damage
Bottom
to kill him.
tower is under attack.
They know they don't.
Especially now with the Crystal Maiden there, they need to back off. The Absol is actually cutting off the path. Taka needs to be careful. Go for
Just
the TP
out.
spotted no snowball, stopping the TP. All those punches there, and they'll get the kill on Akaka. Well done by Secret to cut him off the pass. Meanwhile, mid, in over to try and get a kill here on the Emo. He's forced to tether away, and he's going to lose that hell there.
That's a lot of gold for the Alchemist there as well.
There is no
Io just relocating back to heal up mana and health.
Invisibility.
Why not? And he finishes Aggron Scepter already.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's going to be enough to really turn this around. He's relocating into a bad spot. He's going to tether over onto the Abaddon. Lose that ult from the side. Pulling back with the axe as well as the boat coming through. Torrent landed. Emo in trouble. He's getting quite low. Look for the first to get the kill to Emo. Ursa's in on this, but it's not looking good for Flyby. They get the kill to Bumpy. It's ending up a 1-for-1. Just a 1-for-1 for now. And Secret, they might get another one on Ali as he tries to run away from Zai, who ends up getting hit with the Earth Spike from Kaka. I should turn this around, and they will with a finger. So Kaka getting that kill into Zai. Secret getting a little bit too deep, and they've got the Shackle to follow it up, but Tumbaman down a little bit too far, and now here comes Wi-Fi, but they go the other direction. Start out from Kaka, landing on a 2. Yapso has got Batu to follow. IG, that fight did not look like it was theirs to take, and all of a sudden, well, they come out ahead.
It looks so bad with the Io, just randomly relocating out. All 5 heroes of Secret are there, killing him immediately, and then somehow win that fight 4v5. I mean, it also helped that Io picked up the Aggron Scepter just before and hit everybody with about 15 balls. But yeah, I did not expect him to win that fight. Couple of mistakes here from Secret at the end there.
A couple of mistakes for sure for Secret. One of the things I really want to note too is the fact that Kaka, he's really starting to find his form the later we've gone in this tournament. They've given him some of his comfort heroes like the Shadow Shaman as well as the Lion and the Phoenix, and he certainly felt like a much bigger presence since then. I mean, that double Earth Spike there, his stunts have been on point. He's really doing a good job so far on this Lion. He actually leads all supports in terms of net worth too. Going forward, there's the Hex as well as the Shackle Shot that lands to the tree. He followed it up with an Earth Spike, but back with the Hex, so he'll be okay. They'll take up Tier 1 tower mid, and IG, 16 minutes into the game in an Alpha game, they have a little bit of a net worth lead, and of course, as I finish that sentence, jumps the other way.
Might be selective memory here, but I don't remember Kaka being on another hero than Shadow Shaman and Lion for like the past, I don't know, 10 games or so. Am I wrong there, or?
He's really performing quite well. He's definitely played Phoenix.
He has, hasn't he? Yeah, so it must be a case of selective memory. Just like when I cry about not getting my runes. All selective memory, guys. Life is not actually that bad. Fields, good man. Gotta be positive, always gotta be positive.
Yeah, man. Works in your clubs and it works in your life.
That's a raw attitude.
Miles in the chip.
Yep.
So you see that the Alp has the top of the network. That's great. Now that's fine. The spread though doesn't feel that good. And then you look at what's next. It's 3 heroes on the side of IG.
Smoking into Roshan.
They're sharing the map pretty well.
Ranger making space down here. Probably gonna
try to just find me out and hit by that snowball coming in. They get the kill on the JT. They look over at Ollie. Fortunate that he gets caught out. No, not gonna land. Ollie's still able to run away. That leaves the Aegis available for IG to take. So JT sacrifices himself, but that's an Aegis for IG.
Pretty advanced play. I mean, it was all calculated, obviously. Like, best case scenario, he was trying to TP out is that he gets out, of course, but it was a well worth sacrifice. That Roshan, that Aegis, can easily go into the hands of Secret 2 if they manage to win a team fight. Good job. Well done by them. They have one Heaven's Halberd, almost two Heaven's Halberds up. It's gonna make it quite tough for the Ursa to really take these team fights until he gets his BKB.
Right, and I was going to ask about that. Do you think it, like, obviously it's worth it to have both Heaven's Halberds in terms of countering this Ursa, but do you want your Alk building into the Heaven's Halberd? Would you have rather him use that farm for something else?
It's gonna be a tough call. Like, they are gonna have a very strong mid-game timing because of those Heaven's Halberds, but if that doesn't pay off, then their like late-game timings will come quite a bit later, unfortunately. And it's not going to be easy to fight this Io at all. He's very strong at this point. He's in Aegis, on a good pace to his BKB. It's going to be a big problem.
Dagger looking for the right positioning. Get in there, find a good...
They're just waiting for the BKBs right now. BKB on Windrunner. Danger. 200 gold away. Emo still needs about 1500 for his. But he's happy to fight regardless, I'd say. Because he has 1900 health, he's in Aegis, boot. He's ready to fight. Windranger, now ready to fight too.
Under attack.
Oh, knee shot him.
Oh, chased and just won't catch him. JT, he's looking MKB. JT can all of a sudden become that big damage dealer from the side that I don't know if Secret are going to be expecting all too much. His farm game has been pretty on point. He's keeping up with Nisha at the moment.
That's why Ursa is going for the non-greedy route, because they have two cores, namely Io and Windranger, that are pretty greedy themselves. That's why I said I like the adjustment of that Ursa.
Yeah, they really haven't had anybody really take over the map too much in terms of like, you've got nowhere else to farm if you're the other cores. Sometimes you see that, especially with like an Alchemist, where he'll take over the entirety of the map, farm, he'll be at the top, but the rest of the team really doesn't get much of the map at all, where IG right now is doing up pretty well. They land the Shackle, they're going to follow it up with the stun as well as the finger. They've got the Hex onto Nisha, he's in trouble, Snowball save, is he going to get enough to keep this Kunkka alive? It's not looking likely. They'll get the gun at Nisha, they're covering after her, and Frost is not long for this world. Send up a Snowball to save himself this time, and it's 2 heroes down to the side of Secret.
Yep. Pretty easy setup here. Good Shackle by JT. Follow up by Hex. And that is just where Lion is such a deadly hero. Like, he disables the hero for so long. 2.6 seconds on the Earth Spike and 3.5 seconds on the Hex. Gives all your cores so much time to lay in the pain.
I don't think he got the finger stack on that though, but the damage being done by Kaka when they're going after these heroes is, yeah, it's only still 2. Could have been 3 there, but a good save. It just wasn't enough from Zor to Kunkka alive.
And now this game is going to get really scary. 2 BKB timings up on JT, on Io.
They find Dolly. Try to stay alive, borrows time, taking up as much
Runs the other way.
time as he can. All he can do there, but build some space.
I like getting volley. Oh man, I'm not making myself laugh.
Both coming in, they're going to try and get a kill here on Evo. He's all by himself for the moment, just trying to maybe use that Aegis and get this team of Secret as close in on him as possible to turn this around with the help of reinforcements. They've done just that to get a kill on Azai. Yeah, they use that Aegis, but they won't much time left on it anyway. They're going to relocate right into a Tori. They don't get anything out of this just yet. Tusk as well as Nisha are going to back off. Puppy, Earth Spike landed. They stop the TP. Well done by Kaka. They'll get themselves a second. Kaka on fire right now. JT with the double kill. He's got a killing spree. I was fucking me up, dude. All right. BKB. Nobody saw that. Close your eyes, avert your attention from the screen in front of you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
10-second BKB accidentally get used.
Yeah, eyes don't exist when these mistakes happen.
Radiant's bottom
Who
tower
was
is
that used the BKB?
fast.
JT? Well, we all know about the infamous Chinese BKB. Just gotta make sure it works.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Now he
under
knows it
attack.
does. It does, yes. He shined gold.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Able to pick up the Alchemist here. balls, but they don't
Spirit
slow anymore.
touches.
So.
BKB.
What's up, B-Cup? How can I help you? You look a bit flustered.
I'm flustered. I'm stressed. That BKB usage it really. I'm not even playing, and that kind of hit me in the gut.
It's okay. It's already back off cooldown.
Feel it.
Just lost 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second is 1 second.
No, BKB starts with 9 seconds. I don't know what you're talking about. This is how it came.
10.
It was used.
Maybe your game is a bit broken. I'm not sure. Are you trying to defend him, B-Cup? Huh? What are you trying to do?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm trying to defend that.
That just happens, you know, sometimes. You get too excited, you try to switch item slots, and then it just happens.
Yeah. Thrower there, here's Spike. He can actually stun up 2 of these heroes. He should get stunned on the back of this. He uses the snowball to save this Alchemist with the BKB pop by Emo. They're gonna go after this Ursa. Walrus punch as he's in range. They'll get the kill on Yapzor, trying to get a stun out. Maybe turn this around. They use the buyback on Tusk. They jump in, relocate though. Send them away. JT. They'll get the kill with freezing field. Puppy. He gets credit for that one.
He went all in on the Elk. Only brought him down to half. Good snowball save here by Yapzor. Then after that, Chemical Rage is popped. He just goes back to full. It's very similar to like a Timber Saw, something like that. You go all in on a hero like that, you don't kill him, the fight is pretty much lost. You end up having to expend the buyback on Tusk at least, so it's a small victory for them. But they do lose an important Wind Ranger.
And it was, you know, he does use the buyback on the Tusk, but he ends up saving his Alk, which is the most important part. That snowball save, now you're starting to feel the ability of that snowball save where, yeah, they can keep up with it before and they can get that kill earlier in the game. They're not so fortunate, and that snowball save was enough to stop the line.
Yeah, but Yapzor is falling really far behind in terms of net worth. 1700 gold away from a blink. He went for the Falcon Blade.
Got it.
Yeah, he's having less net worth than the enemy +5, which is a little bit concerning, because you're kind of the guy that's supposed to initiate with the Blink Dagger.
It's not gonna happen for a long time.
The closing in at MKB. There's a lot of damage potential coming out here. Alchemist?
Matumba, man, he's spotted, but go the other way with this. It doesn't look likely that IG want to exactly make the jump. I'm not sure they have vision. But they know if anybody's behind him. So they can't make that jump just yet.
Yeah, he's a little bit too tanky, sitting at 2.7k health. Once that Chemical Rage is popped, health region will go up to like 150. Way too scary to fight into. Fly, almost done with his BKB. 300 gold away from it. That's a gold time for IG. Roshan will also spawn 30 seconds, so that's going to be perfect timing for IG to take a fight, potentially even take a Roshan.
Next fight going to be, you know, the victor taking Roche, which can certainly change the perception of this game. Right now, I know that you've got Alk at the top, the net worth for Secret, but IG, I would say, feel a little bit more in control of this one. Not by a lot. I would say it's probably like 55-45 at the moment in terms of favoring IG. We'll see how they fight this, and wow, I'm paying 82-18.
Yep, Io, level 20, plus Kaya Sage. That's gonna be a ton of damage coming out from those balls. Like, they were tiny balls before, but now they're huge balls, and they're gonna really hurt.
Smoke, let's see if they can make something of this. Like you said, next fight winner is going to be the one getting Roche. Zai spotted there, Dax with the Earth Spike. They're going to have this around, maybe with the boat. That'll hit onto the Ursa. Alchemist going in, but full step onto the low ground, so Fly is safe for now. The Superman's still trying to go in, looks over at Emo, who pops the BKB. The Shackle's not going to connect to a tree. Power shot over is a big win. BKB not available on Emo, though. I'm not sure that they can go for Roche, and they bought back on Zai anyway, so Secret know the importance of this Roche, and knowing that it's probably IG's game plan, they're going to stick nearby.
Yeah, it's just too much HP on the IG side. I don't know where the damage is going to come from. I don't think Alchemist has enough damage to take them down. He's only hitting for 200, but he's sitting at what? 2.7k health on the Ursa. He has Enrage. Io sitting at 2.7k. He also has a lot of health regen. It's going to be so tough for them to really kill anyone of IG. So much save coming from the Abaddon, from the Io, so much sustain. And they're moving into the Roach Pit? Really? They're so risky.
This is a risky play that I think they feel that they need. Power Shot already spots it, so the question is, do they want to stick with this? They're relocating.
Relocating?
Aren't going to block this. So he's tethered over on the earth, so they're going to look over on the top of man. They're going to go forward with this one. Kaka throws the sun out onto the Crystal Maiden. They've done a lot of damage on the Ollie. Silence up. He used that Essence Ring. Snowball onto the high ground, chasing over after Kaka. And got the stun to get the kill. They'll take out one. The freezing field on the other side of the fight is Wi-Fi. Focuses his attention on the Yasuo. He uses that walrus punch and put him up in the air. He's not going to be enough to save himself. So 1-for-1 so far. Zai right into the hands of
Also no buyback.
Back in the previous engagement. So now 75 seconds without this Venomancer. They'll look over at Puppey. Up his Ursa for a moment, but it's not looking likely that Puppey survives. He'll fall to Emo. That's 3 dead on Secret. IG step in a row now.
And you pick it. They're only going to get more tanky, and the damage output is not going to get a lot higher. That's not going to scale very well. Neither is Venom. It's all on the Alchemist, and he just doesn't have the damage by himself to kill all these heroes. Like, good job, you killed a lion, but that's all you got. You bought back, and then what? How do you kill any of these cores?
Dire's middle
Yeah,
tower
Ollie
is
taking
under
and soaking
attack.
up a lot of that damage, and this is really, I would say, even just a bit of a high IQ play there from Kaka to get into the high ground and draw the Tumba Man as well as the Yasuo away from the fight, whether they like it or not. You see IG take advantage of that, getting the kill on the Yasuo. They don't find the Tumba Man, but they find Zai and they get themselves a third on Puppey.
Tower has fallen.
We said the fight's Furious Roche, and that's exactly what it did. They've got themselves Aegis and Cheese.
Right, just look at the gold difference. It only says 2,000, which is already pretty good against an Alchemist. But it feels like 10, 15k at this point, simply because,
Right.
I don't know how they killed them. I really don't. I don't know where their damage is gonna come from. They can't just magically make it appear. Maybe the Swift Blink is gonna change something. But this Venomancer is just dying fight after fight. He bought back, died back. Same with Yapzor. There's just no items coming out for them.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. His shell encroach no more.
Zai got that Spirit Vessel at a pretty decent timing, and that was like the highlight of the game. He hasn't really done much since then. And I'm not really sure what I expect him to do from this point on, and that's unfortunate. He's going for a halberd. They're trying to continue to disarm this Ursa as much as they can, but
I foresee the Radiant's top tower.
Makes you wonder, is he really the problem? But it really feels like this Io and this Wind Ranger are causing just as many problems, if not more. Ursa is pretty damn good distraction, and so is Lion. Like, they have to choose between targets, and they just, maybe they can kill one guy, but there's still 3 more to worry about.
turning into a 4K lead, and looking for that heart.
Oh man, once that heart is online,
5 as quickly as he can.
Oh. That's just going to be a permanent 200 health region on the target he's tethered to and himself. Absolutely disgusting. I don't think there's many more power spikes in Dota than this hard on IO, or many stronger power spikes, I'd say. Like, this is one ridiculous one.
He's almost got it, so it's really going to be a point where Secret are probably backs to the wall.
Step lively now.
His challenge done.
But if this is going to be thrown at Ollie, is going to be enough. They've got heroes nearby where maybe IG can come over. They've got a 4-staff available, so he's not even dead.
Just popped the time, relocate out as well. So at least that was used, but they didn't really get much from it.
However, converging over mid, they do have vision of this. X looks for the stun, going after the Ursa, the first hit mash, but he's got the X, he's okay for now.
Premature BKB though.
Finds Zai, and there's the Missile Blade being used onto the Venomancer. He'll use that ult throw Venomous Scale, but that doesn't land. So,
good charge also.
BKB no longer available for the Ursa. I think that's okay for Secret.
Yeah, he was he was full health there. I don't know why he was so itchy. Call him itchy, the Ursa. Instant BKB, and then he felt very obliged to run in.
Maybe not seeing the X, but BKB, I turn, I kill him.
Possibly, but there was a Baron right next to him. But lay off that finger for a little bit. No need to panic, you're very tanky, you got an IO in your team, you have a cheese. You can't get permanently stunned.
Invisibility.
Mages.
Io moves. They're
One
starting to
minute
take over the triangle. Since you said it, taking over the triangle and a big part of Secret's side of the map.
590 movement speed on Io, by the way, with no boots. Not good. Well, 530 right now, because the Venom's slow, of course, but it's just kind of ridiculous that you can break the movement speed cap with no boots.
Step lively now.
Slow
Your Admiral is on board.
quotation.
Yeah.
And at 530.
That's when the Nitro
Really
runs
just
out of it.
ridiculous.
You know, you got the... throttled a little bit.
Overrun.
Yeah.
Go for the mid-tier 2, and not sure there's much Secret can do to hold this tier 2 tower. They might have to be willing to give it up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It will fall like a ripe apple.
Tough if they want to initiate on this.
Feels like as though Secret, all they can do is just watch them take
Tower is
power.
under attack.
Io occasionally coming
I think they
in,
might be waiting for the Aegis
Structures
time.
are fortified.
which is now.
Right now, they're going to make the jump on the timing, but they don't go after the Io, they go after the Ursa. They've got the silence.
It could be popping out.
Story. That's coming through on Emo, who popped the BKB. Ali coming in with the borrow time being popped. He's up into the air with the borrow time being used by Yapsor, and they've used that ult on side. Just taking so much damage. He ends up dead dominating here for Flyfly. They'll go after Nisha as well as Yapsor. They're going to try and cut off this Kunk at the pass. Good shard to block him out for a second. The back through, and Nisha's in trouble. Losing field, run to the Io, but he's nowhere near dead. He's going to eat that juice. He'll stay alive. Puppy gone, and Nisha sooner follow. They're right on top of these heroes in a split up fight. The Alchemist has to TP back to the base. He buys back. And, well, this is an Ursa in pretty far. They're still going to go the after. They look over at Puppy, who just fought back. He's next up by Kaka. They're still looking over at Nisha, who got back to the base. The damage onto JT. They get the cover of the Windrunner, and they'll take him out. It's just one hit on IG, though. They'll look over at Emo, who's still postured quite forward and will tether away from the base. IG still making Secret suffer with no answers.
Yeah, at least they got JT. It cost them a buyback. But, you know, at least they got out, like, unscathed, I would say. Mostly. They could have gone a lot worse for them. And JT getting a little bit overexcited. Diving into T4 towers.
That's still for a stun. Matu?
Maybe popped again.
Okay, BKB to try and jump forward and throw a stun. He doesn't cross the river, and now Puppy's dead. He bought back. He's gone for 70.
Luckily, Roshan nowhere near respawn yet. Zion double here as well.
Oh, Zai.
Good torrent. And this HP region on Ursa
He's
is
just
so
skating
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Redicate top. Yes, Blink Dagger up in one.
Oh, they're looking for Matumbanan. Get him. Spirits, the Abyssal.
Oh, and Abyssal was cooldown.
Abyssal was on cooldown. Oh. He was close enough. That would have been...
It was all planned by Puppy. He
finish
knew that they were going to relocate top and he would get out because of it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Really, really close, and they're going back to the tier 2 tower. Yeah, I mean, we saw the idea that Secret wanted to go once the
Radiant's
Aegis
middle
expired,
tower has
but they're
fallen.
just
There is still much to be
only
done.
9K, like you said, that number is not right. It feels like maybe closer to 15, 20.
Third B cup. I need a moment of silence for Secret here. Game is officially over. Io reached level 25.
Press F to pay your respects.
Yeah. So, what are you looking forward to in game 2 then?
This one's not over, you know? It's not over until the throne falls. I always keep my hopes up, whether it's 0% on Dota Plus or not, which it's 7%. My percentages are still not hitting. So they got 7% chance. Lucky number 7. Anything can happen. We can find themselves Ollie, but there's the shadow. He's being popped here by the Windrunner. They got the snowball, but it's not going to be enough to save this Alchemist, who's on the run. There's no far, though, so he walks away. They've used that ult, but they've got the picker. They get the kill on his eye. They'll go over Yapsor, who's hit by those shackles, connected to the tree, and connected with Zai in death. Both those heroes die, and IG come out again. On top.
Alchemist gets out on 100 health, but guess what? If your only damage dealer has to run away because he's on 100 health, you have no more damage dealers to deal damage.
Yeah.
Giga Brain. It is just so difficult to fight back against these tanky heroes now. Almost MKB finished an IO, who, by the way, why not, can hit while he's stunned when his headed ally hits another hero. Why is that a thing? It shouldn't be.
Absolutely balanced.
But it is.
There it is.
Balls of Steel.
Getting the last piece delivered, and we'll have it all ready to go.
Yeah, look at that damage now when that MKB is delivered. He's actually gonna hit for 350 damage. Plus MKB procs. And Ursa with overpower, he's gonna hit like 6 times a second. And then Io is gonna hit like 6 times a second because of overcharge. And then he's gonna hit 6 more times because of Ursa hitting 6 times. That's 18 hits per second.
It's a lot of times to hit per second.
Yeah, look at the Roshan now. Header him. Yeah, show me that goal. Look. It looks so ridiculous.
So when I get a little bit more on the attack sounds, but yeah, they come in
Later.
themselves. The Roche, refresher shard on the Ursa, as well as having that Aegis on the Nail and the Cheese.
Now, IG's gonna be close on this game.
Looking for the Veno. Ooh, they're looking for the Veno, but they might even find more. They've got the Invisible Blade. They're going to go to Zai. He's going to be dead for 50 seconds. The damage is just so much. He's dealing with the root. Aka Blitz forward. He's got the Hex. They're going to look over as the finger hits on him. Matoma Man, he's trying to run away with the BKB. Can he get up the stairs? Can he get away? It's not looking likely. As going all the way in is JT, who's gotten too far. Gunned up. Matoma Man still survives the torrent will land. They get the kill with the Windrunner. Their Eno would have been too deep there on the Windrunner. Ends up dead for 83 seconds. Buyback from the Ursa, who's being disarmed. Disarmed again. He can't right click and he can't do any damage, so they'll get the out away. IG stepping forward pretty far.
Look at the health region.
X, they'll pull back fly, but it's not going to be enough. They've got the Invisible. Now look at the damage going in for Evo. He's attacking another target. And they've got that going to the Astro. They'll get themselves the toss. Down goes Nisha. And it's just so much damage so quickly. He'll stun himself in the base. Are they going to dive? They were thinking about it. They turned in for a second. They're going to get hit by the X as well as the Torrent. They'll look and turn this around. He'll get down by side, but it's not going to be enough to get the kill on a Matoma Man. They'll take him out and he'll buy back. Nisha now looking to chase his Emo and Five right, try to lose the base. Charge up the stun though. Stun on Emo. Trying to lose the Aegis, but this is only the first time that's taken out of the Io's hands. Coming out from Taka, that's right on top of Matoma Man who just fought back.
Oh, Five got it down.
Drop. He's down real low. Even the base, the right click's coming through to Nisha. He's bashed up, killed off, and gone. Taka as well as the Windrunner. JT, they're just not buying back because they're not needed at the moment. Emo though, he's got the tether. He'll eat the cheese. He's back up to health. And now looking over at Zai with the right clicks coming in. He's got like Emo not getting stopped in this game, and IG are looking like they're on their way to taking game 1. Here comes the snowball coming out from Gap Door. With the walrus punch, it's still just not enough damage.
Wait, where's the damage?
This ball of energy. They've thrown the stun over at the fly, but they have nothing to follow it up. They can just stand here ready to trade. They've got a Missile Blade ready in just a second, so let's see who they go after. It's looking like they want Yapsor, who's going over to the top side of the base, but the spear is coming through. The snowball will be over at Emo. You basically side sealing it over your deck. The damage from the Alchemist on the Emo. Yapsor goes down, Matoma Man gone, and game 1 goes the way of IG. Secret drop game 1, and IG obliterate them.
Absolutely not. I think it's time to never ever give a core IO away again. Like, this game showcased perfectly how absolutely ridiculous it actually is. Did you see that damage output at the end? What happened? Like, everyone just disappeared.
You melted.
Yeah, with overpower, overcharge, everything is over for Secret.
They had nothing to show for it.